Watch this. Today, we're testing Rain-X against Rain-X, with one caveat. This bottle here, I just bought a few days ago. This bottle here, I found that has the date of 1992 on it. So potentially it's over 30 years old. I wanna see how they compare against each other. But not only are we testing the Rain-X of today versus the Rain-X of 30 years ago, we're also gonna be testing new finish. Let's say you don't have Rain-X on hand. Well, you may have new finish on hand. So let's test that out as well. But that's not all. We are also going to be testing ceramic wet wax by Turtle Wax. So which one is going to perform the best? Which one is going to be the runner-up? Is the 30-year-old bottle of Rain-X even going to work anymore? Let's find out. I now have the workstation set up, each section with its own product and microfiber towel. First up is the new bottle of Rain-X. On the front it says glass water repellent, applies water beading technology to dramatically enhance visibility. I'll give it a shake just in case, and I'll go ahead and liberally apply it to this shop towel. Now that we have our soaked shop towel, I'll go ahead and start wiping it on to this section here. I'm using that circular motion that they said, and I'm guessing this is to get in any sort of scratches, cracks and crevices, rock chips, things like that. And looking up close at the glass, I can see that I have evenly applied the product. It is now starting to dry to a haze. All right, and this is where I think it gets a little interesting. This is potentially a 30-year-old bottle of Rain-X. Shaking it up just like I did the other one, and we're gonna apply it the same way. I do see a difference in the directions here though. After slight haze forms, reapply Rain-X to ensure complete and uniform coverage. So this wants you to use it twice basically to reapply to make sure that you got everywhere. We're going to liberally soak this shop towel and apply. Hopefully this product, being so old, still works. I hope it does. Okay, just like the directions stated on the older bottle of Rain-X to apply twice, I did the same thing with this first bottle of Rain-X, the new bottle. Now that we have the old and new Rain-X applied, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the new finish. I'm gonna shake this thing up. I have a brand new shop towel so I don't contaminate any of this. I got some on the rag, and I'm gonna go ahead and start applying. New finish is obviously not really meant for glass, it's meant for your paint, but I figured because this is something that a lot of people probably have sitting on their shelf in their garage, why not test this against Rain-X and see how it fares? All right, and this ceramic wet wax by Turtle Wax is something that I really like. I've used it a lot on all my vehicles. This bottle is actually almost empty. Okay, nice and coated. Go ahead and wipe it on here. And being that I applied the Rain-X sections twice, for these two products I'm also going to apply twice. Nice and wet. We'll wipe it right on. Well, all right, the front windshield of this truck is now completely coated with 4 different products. And I say, only thing left to do is start the testing. For the testing, I'm gonna use 2 separate methods. Method 1 is gonna be a bucket of water. I'll go ahead and just dump that bucket of water right on the front windshield from each side. That should give us a pretty equal view of exactly how these coatings are going to treat a massive sheet of water hitting the front windshield. After that, I'm gonna do a simulated rain test. I'll be using this sprayer, and I'll spray the windshield from a bunch of different angles, trying to simulate rain as best I can. Okay, this is test 1. Sheet of water from the passenger side. Wow. Wow. I think I just saw a result. Wow. Wow. I think I just saw a result. And here is the second part of test 1, which is a sheet of water on the driver's side. Wow. There is a definite result there. And here is the second part of test 1, which is a sheet of water on the driver's side. Wow. There is a definite result there. Wow. You can really see that water beading off so quickly here on the Rain-X side. Well, holy smokes, guys, there was a definite result we saw over and over. I did this test 4 times. A full bucket of water right on the windshield from each side, showing the difference between all the coatings. The one thing I saw was that on the Rain-X side, both the new bottle and the one that was 30 years old seemed like they performed the same. That's crazy! The other thing I saw was that the other 2 products, the new finish and the ceramic wet wax, both performed pretty good, but nowhere near as good as the Rain-X, and that's to be expected. They're not made to be glass coatings or anything like that. They're made to go on your paint, so I didn't expect them to perform as well as the Rain-X. Okay, here goes the second rain simulation test. Wow. Look at that water just bead up and roll right off of these Rain-X sides. Both seem to be performing the same. That is just insane to see that. Yeah, the drops seem to be coming off just as quick on the 30-year-old bottle side as they are on the new bottle side. And now coming over to the new finish and this ceramic wet wax, they do seem to be beating the water, but it's definitely not running off as fast as the Rain-X. If you look at the difference between the Rain-X and the new finish, the Rain-X is just awesome compared to the new finish. Though the new finish does bead the water, when you look at the difference between the new finish and the ceramic wet wax, I would have to say the ceramic wet wax has the lead. It's definitely beating the water and causing it to run off. The new finish is also beating, it's just not running off as quick or as easy as the ceramic wet wax. And there's that Rain-X again, the 30-year-old bottle of Rain-X. It's just performing like it's a brand new bottle. That is so insane. Okay, one thing I'm hoping you're able to see here is even after that rain simulation, if you look at all 4 sections, you can see the Rain-X sides have far less water that is sitting there on the front windshield, whereas the other 2 sections have a lot of water that's sitting on the front windshield. Well, I don't think it gets much more definitive than that. The Rain-X of 30 years ago, by all accounts, seems like it works just as good as the Rain-X of today. Well, what did you guys think? Do any of you already use Rain-X? And if you do you like it? Comment down below, let us all know. If I had to give a first, second, and third place, it would be first place goes to Rain-X, second place goes to the ceramic wet wax, and third place to the new finish. What say you? Comment below. All right, well, you saw me hyper clean this front windshield in preparation for a Rain-X application. And then today we tested a bottle of Rain-X that was potentially over 30 years old against a bottle of Rain-X of today. And wow, they both seem to perform exactly the same. We also threw in a couple of other tests, the ceramic wet wax as well as that new finish, both which seem to have an effect, though I don't think enough of an effect to really take the time to use those 2. I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, don't forget to do me a solid and hit that thumbs up. And also, if you've watched this far and you're not a subscriber to One Road, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. All right, guys, I am Jimmy for One Road, and I will see you in the next one. I'm getting up to about 40 miles an hour, and I can see that this side of the windshield is definitely wicking water really well. Looking on the other side, we can see not so much. Even though it is a little bit, it's nowhere near the level of this side here. Well, that is really strange. I wasn't expecting that. These windshield wipers are skipping. After all of this, the hyper cleaning and the application of all of these products, I really wasn't expecting for the windshield wipers to be having such an issue like this. Well, the final result, we all saw it. Rain-X works really well. I'm stoked about it. However, like I said, I wasn't expecting this. This is insane. The windshield wipers are skipping across the glass. What's that all about? I don't know, but if any of you know, please comment below and let us all know why this is happening. I mean, I guess it could just be my windshield wipers are old and they need to be replaced.
That's just insane. All right, I'm gonna have to figure this out.